Dear students, in this video, let us discuss molecular spectroscopy. Molecular spectroscopy is a branch of physical chemistry in which the molecules absorb radiation and emit radiation in the form of spectrum. That's why this branch is molecular spectroscopy. Earlier, we have studied that atomic spectra. Atomic spectra, when atoms are irradiated with radiation, visible and UV radiation, the electrons present in molecular orbits, in atomic orbits, they absorb energy and they are excited to the higher level. And from n is equal to 1, first shell, from n is equal to 1 to n is equal to 2 or 3, like that they undergo excitation. But the excited electron, it emits the absorbed energy in the form of radiation. Now, the energy difference between these two orbits are quantized. It is fixed. It is quantized. Similarly, energy between this second orbit and third orbit is also quantized. But this difference is more than this difference. Therefore, absorption and emission of radiation by the electrons when they go from this n is equal to 1 to n is equal to 2 is more when compared to the energy they absorb when they go from n is equal to 2 to n is equal to 3. Therefore, when this is exposed to radiation, they absorb radiation, and in the spectra, dark lines are absorbed. So this is called absorption spectra. So atomic spectra is absorption spectra. If the emitted radiation is obtained in the form of radiation, in the form of spectrum, it is called emission spectra. So therefore, dark lines indicates absorption spectra, bright lines indicates emission spectra. In this atomic spectra, whether it is absorption spectra or emission spectra, a group of lines are observed. A group of lines are observed in the spectrum of an atom. So atomic spectra, so these lines are due to a clear quantization, a clear difference between the energy of the orbits. These lines show like that. Therefore, this atomic spectra consists of group of lines. Therefore, atomic spectra is a line spectra. Atomic spectra is a line spectra. Group of lines are observed in the spectrum of an atom. So this group of lines are due to the specific energy between the two orbits. Electrons, they go to higher level, they come back to the original level, they emit the absorbed light in the form of radiation, and a group of lines are obtained. So atomic spectra consists of groups of lines, like this group of lines. But in case of molecules, they have got molecular orbitals. So they lose their atomic property, they combine to form molecules. These molecules again, they have molecular orbitals. So when these molecules are irradiated with the radiation, they absorb energy and they emit energy. But the absorption and emission of energy by molecules is different from that of the atomic orbits. In molecular orbitals, the the energy between two orbitals are also quantized, but there is a difference between atomic orbitals and molecular orbitals. Therefore, to study this molecular spectra, we should be familiar with this electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum, there are various regions here. Radio waves, its wavelength in nanometer, 3 to 10 to the power of 12 nanometer. Microwaves, 3 to 10 to the power of 8 nanometers. Infrared radiation, 6 into 10 to the power of minus 10 to the power of 5 nanometers, where visible light 800 nanometers, UV rays 400, between 400 and 10, X-rays around 10 nanometers, like that. So therefore, this arrangement of different electromagnetic radiation in an order of their wavelength is called electromagnetic spectrum. So in these molecular orbitals, when the energy is irradiated, so different types of observation takes place there. There, these molecular orbitals are also quantized, but there are suborbitals. So therefore, there are main energy levels in the molecular orbitals. They also contain suborbitals, and for example, the main energy orbitals are electronic energy levels in the molecule. N is equal to 1. Energy is very large in that case. So when one orbital electronic level to another orbital, N is equal to 1. But there are sublevels. These sublevels are due to the vibration and rotation of molecules when the molecule is irradiated with electromagnetic radiation. Therefore, the molecules when energy is irradiated, the molecules undergoes vibration between themselves. It undergoes vibration, and also they undergo rotation. Therefore, the molecules absorb energy and they undergo rotation motion, vibratory motion, and also electronic excitation. So all these process takes place, and the absorption in these different levels they depend on the energy frequency of the radiation emitted. Here, the rotation of the molecules takes place only in the gaseous state. Gaseous, if you take a gaseous molecules, they are very free. They rotate with respect to a particular center of gravity. They rotate, and also if the energy is more, they start vibrating. Vibration within that bond, vibration takes place. If the energy is still more, the electronic excitation, electronic level change, electron they jump from lower electronic energy level to higher electronic energy level. Therefore, this energy for rotation, the absorption of energy is minimum. Small amount of energy is sufficient to cause rotation in the molecule. Little bit higher energy is required to change their vibratory motion, and still higher energy is required to excite the electron in the molecular orbital from one level to the another level. Therefore, this rotatory motion, vibratory motion, and electronic excitation, they depend upon the radiation used. And it has been observed that this rotation of the molecule takes place with a minimum amount of energy, and that energy which is present in far infrared region. This infrared region can be classified into two regions: near infrared region and far infrared region. So this far infrared region has got minimum energy, low amount of energy, and this energy is sufficient to cause rotation in the molecule. Therefore, when the molecule is irradiated with the infrared radiation, far infrared radiation, the molecules they undergo rotation. Rotation energy level changes. There is no change in the vibration or electronic level. Rotation of the molecule takes place. Therefore, when the supply of energy is stopped, they emit the absorbed radiation in this region, in the region of far infrared region, and the rotational sublevel changes from the rotational sublevel is represented by J values. J is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The energy level, the absorption takes place, and the electrons they tend to excite from one rotatory level to the next rotatory level. So J value. So J value has got 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. This is called rotational quantum number. So rotational quantum number, the energy difference is equal to E is equal to h nu. This frequency is from far infrared region. Therefore, in some cases, if the molecule is irradiated only with the far infrared region radiation, or even microwaves, they absorb energy and they undergo only rotatory motion. Therefore, it gives rotational spectra. So rotational spectra of molecule is due to rotation about the center of gravity of the molecule, and it gives rotational spectra, and that rotational spectra and that is rotational quantum number, you will get the rotational spectra. If the energy is still more, the molecule, apart from, along with the rotation, they undergo vibration about the atoms. Therefore, they absorb energy in the vibratory motion. V value, it is represented by V value. V is nothing but vibrational quantum number. It has again different levels, 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. The amount of energy is more. Therefore, there is excitation from V value from 0, V is equal to 0 to V is equal to 1, or V is equal to 2, V is equal to 3. Therefore, they absorb. There is no excitation in the electronic level, no absorption. So, this absorption takes place in the near infrared region. Therefore, if it is irradiated with the near infrared region radio waves, infrared radiations, they undergo both rotational motion as well as vibratory motion. Therefore, the spectrum, whether it is absorption spectra or emission spectra, it consists of emission of frequencies due to rotatory motion and due to vibratory motion. So that spectrum obtained by the excitation in the vibrational level, which is which combines with the rotational level, you will get rotational vibration spectra. Rotational vibration spectra that consists of both lines due to emission of radiation in the rotational energy level as well as vibrational energy level. If the energy is still more, if the molecule is irradiated with visible radiation or ultraviolet radiation, therefore along with this rotational motion and vibratory motion, the electrons in the molecular orbital level, they are excited in the they change their electronic energy level. So this electronic energy level, it is in combination with vibratory motion as well as rotatory motion. Therefore, lines in the spectrum are due to rotational energy level and also by the vibrational energy level. And when the energy is more in the visible region or ultraviolet region, the electrons are excited even in the electronic level. Therefore, this spectra, whether it is absorption spectra or emission spectra in the visible or ultraviolet region, that comprises both rotational level emission, vibrational level and electronic level emission. Therefore, the spectrum consists of a number of lines due to rotational motion, vibratory motion and electronic level changes. Therefore, these lines are merged together, they are clubbed together, and these lines are not very clear. In case of molecular spectra, instead of groups of lines, what happens? There is group of lines merged together in the form of a band. Therefore, molecular spectra is a band spectra, whereas atomic spectra is a line spectra. So it consists of a number of lines, but here the lines are merged together to form bands. Therefore, the molecular spectra is always band spectra. Number of bands are there in the spectrum of a molecule. Therefore, molecular spectra is a band spectra and atomic spectra is a line spectra. This band spectra consists of lines due to vibratory motion, rotatory motion as well as electronic energy level change. So this is the band spectra of molecules. So always molecular spectra is a band spectra, whereas atomic spectra is a line spectrum. Rotational spectra. Rotational spectra is due to the rotation of molecules when the molecules are irradiated with far infrared region. The energy, so a small amount of energy is sufficient for the excitation in the rotational energy level. J is equal to 0 to 1, J is equal to 1 to 2, and so on. So the molecules, they rotate only when it is in the gaseous state. When it is in the gaseous state, it has got the molecules, they have got sufficient space for rotation. When they absorb energy, they undergo rotation about a center of gravity. Therefore, solids, liquids and solids, they do not exhibit rotational spectra. Only molecules in the gaseous state, they exhibit rotational spectra. Now, let us represent a molecule, a diatomic molecule, A and B, like this, A and B, with mass M1 and M2. The distance between the center of the two nuclei, let that distance be R0. R0 is the distance between the nuclei of the atoms A and B. Now, if the masses of A and B are definitely different, they have got center of gravity at some point, let us say C. Now, the distance between the center of gravity towards the atom B, let it be R2 and let this be R1. That is the center of gravity distance from the center of gravity and to the atom. That is the distance. Now, this is a diatomic molecule which is in the gaseous state. When it is irradiated with the microwave region or far infrared region, they absorb energy and emit energy. That spectrum is called rotational spectrum. So this to cause this rotation, it should overcome the moment of inertia. Moment of inertia of this molecule is given by the expression I is equal to m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square. m2 r2 square. At the center of gravity, we know that is equal to center of gravity m1 r1 is equal to m2 r2. At the center of gravity, m1 r1 is equal to m2 r2. Now, let us substitute the values of r1 and r2 from this expression. Now, we know that r0 is equal to r1 plus r2, or r2 is equal to r0 minus r1. Substitute here, so this becomes m1 r1 is equal to m2 into r0 minus r1, because r2 is equal to r0 minus r1. This will come this side, r0 minus r1. Now, this can be rewritten as m1 r1 is equal to m2 r0 minus m2 r1. Now, you take r1 this side, m2 r1 this side, the equation becomes m1 r1 plus m2 r1 is equal to m2 r0. Therefore, r1, you take r1 common, r1 into m1 plus m2 is equal to m2 r0, or r1 is equal to m2 by m1 plus m2 into r0. Similarly, we can write for r2 is equal to m1 by m1 plus m2 into r0. Therefore, we can express the value of this distance r1 and r2 in terms of r0. Therefore, r1 is equal to m2 by m1 plus m2 into r0, whereas r2 is equal to m1 by m1 plus m2 r0. So, we know the values of r1 and r2 by this equation. m1 r1 is equal to m2 r2. Now, you substitute the values of r1 and r2 in this expression. Therefore, I is equal to m1 r1 squared. r1 is equal to m2 by m1 plus m2 whole squared into r0 square. So, I have substituted the value of r1 here. r1 is equal to m2 by m1 plus m2 whole square. r1, it is r1 square, and r0 square. I have substituted there. And similarly, you substitute for r2. R2. R2 is equal to M1 by M1 plus M2 into R naught square. So you square that, R2 square it is. Therefore, this becomes M1 by M1 plus M2, M1 plus M2 whole square into R naught square. So I have substituted for both. So here we have to write M2, correct. M2 you write here M2 into R2 square. R2 is equal to M1 by M1 plus M2 R naught. I have substituted here. I have squared this M1 by M1 by M1 plus M2 whole square into R naught square. Now you take R naught common. Therefore, I becomes I is equal to, or you multiply this. You simplify this. M1 M2 square. See, M1 into M2 square divided by M1 plus M2 whole square into R naught square. R naught we can take it outside, common there, into plus M2 into M1 square divided by M1 plus M2 whole square. Now we have taken this R naught square outside, common. So this you can simplify this as I is equal to M1 M2 square. You take M1 M2 square common outside, it becomes M1 M2 into M1 plus M2 or M2 plus M1 whole divided by M1 plus M2 M2 whole square. Now this will cancel here. This gives M1 M2 into R naught square. So this M1 M2 by M1 plus M2 is called reduced mass. Therefore, I becomes reduced mass represented by mu and R naught square, where mu is the reduced mass, which is equal to M1 M2 divided by M1 plus M2. So this mu gives represents the reduced mass. So therefore, expression for moment of inertia of a diatomic molecule AB, I is equal to mu R naught square, where R naught is the distance between the two atoms and mu is the reduced mass. So this mu reduced mass can be calculated, or if mu reduced mass is equal to M1 into M2 by M1 plus M2. Therefore, this is the expression for moment of inertia of a diatomic molecule. This expression, moment of inertia, is very, very important in calculating various properties of the molecules. Therefore, I is equal to mu R naught square is the expression for moment of inertia of a diatomic molecule.